Yo, 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 late night tip. Yo, 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 late night tip. Come on
Allegedly.
in. I know some of y'all got eye boogers in your eyes, but wake your ass up and come on in here right quick.
Mm-mm.
Let's talk some football, man. And Twitter ain't
Not
working,
I.
so I'm still pissed about that. But what you about to say?
I said not eye boogers.
Eye
I
boogers.
don't
That's
know
what I
what's
call
going
them.
on with the Twitter,
Eye
man. The
boogers.
Twitter don't be. I don't know, man. The Twitter don't be acting right.
I don't know what the hell going on, man.
Like
Look at the
Elon need to
Twitter.
get it together.
Yeah, they're gonna get it together. Hell yeah. Get it together, man. King
But
ATL
yeah,
was
man.
good. Zay in the bag was good, man.
What
Go ahead,
happening?
Chris.
What's happening, y'all? Man, just was up thinking about some stuff, man, and just the quarterback situation. And you've been hearing a lot about, go get this quarterback, go get that quarterback. But there's like three quarterbacks in particular that is being surrounded by the Falcons, or at least like the Falcon community is talking about some. Then you have reports about, trying to link the Falcons to a quarterback that we've talked about before. And then
Right.
there's a quarterback that's seeking a trade, and I'm seeing Falcon fans actually intrigued in that. But we're going to get into all that right now. What's going on, Dre, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Late night tip, like we said,
Ski
man.
said way too early in the morning, man. Ski, take your ass to sleep there, man.
Hey, man, have a good night, man. Make sure you catch us in the AM. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he said
man.
he'll catch you tomorrow, but yeah, go ahead and take your ass to sleep, man. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, man. But the thing is, man, you got Malik Willis. Malik Willis has been a hot topic for a couple of weeks, man. And I know me personally, I kind of just been, like, I kind of been like back in, but just sitting back on it. But I don't think Malik Willis, man, is going to be a quarterback the Falcons go after, especially with the potential number being 25 to 30 mil. I just don't feel like the Falcons want to wrap that much money into a quarterback, especially if he's going to end up being a backup or just being a backup any time of the season. It just really doesn't make any sense for the Falcons financially or draft capital wise to make a
Right.
move Malik Willis. And there's more to it. Just anyway, you think about starting experience. He's got less starting experience than Michael Penix Jr.
Facts.
I mean, I understand about the completion percentage, and you can look at little small nuances and find things that he has done better than Michael Penix in the short amount of time. But you're looking at Malik Willis, and he is a project still to y'all. Like, and I feel like again, right coach, right system, right situation, then yeah. But the right coach, right situation, the right fit, it didn't happen. It was a completely different coach that's came in, completely different regime, and they're looking, I think, a wholly, totally different way. I just don't see Malik Willis actually being on the Falcons' radar and making sense, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think about we talk about the money aspect. We getting rid of a damn contract when
Man,
it comes to big numbers. And look, Jordan Schultz broke it, um, the asking price, and guess what it was?
yeah.
30 million bones. 30 million bones for an unproven quarterback is just nuts to me. And I'm gonna be real. He did have a good run in Green Bay last year. I give him that. But if you wanted him to be a starting quarterback, Green Bay should be where he started. Not Falcons, not Indianapolis, not whoever else. Should be Green Bay. And if Green Bay don't pull that trigger, then guess what?
Why shouldn't we?
Yeah, exactly. If
Like,
if they don't if they don't put it, then why should we? When we look at this number right here, $30 million, that's veteran quarterback starting money. Here, Baker Mayfield made $33 million. Baker Mayfield got way more experience than Malik Willis. This is how bad the quarterback market is this year that they overpaying for a pedestrian quarterback. And there's no disrespect to him. I just don't feel like he have enough experience to garner any kind of respect as a starting quarterback.
I'm just
But the
saying, just to
backup,
garner that much money, man, it's just,
facts.
I mean, it almost feels like I hate, for lack of a better situation. I almost feel like a Trey Lance situation in a way. Just with the lack of experience that he has, and you gotta think about it. He's been in that system. He's been, backing up Jordan Love, and I honestly believe that Malik Willis probably should go back to Green Bay overall because I mean Jordan Love again. Sometimes he gets rattled around. Sometimes he gets knocked around, and he's had to miss a game or two, man. And that's what they have Malik Willis for. And
Facts.
Malik Willis, I think it will do him some justice as well, because just in case something does happen, he can come in there and show what he has. It's like, okay, what team do you see that would be willing to play Malik Willis $30 million?
Wouldn't be me. If I'm GM, I wouldn't even touch it with a 10-foot pole. Keep it real with you.
It's like even the Raiders, they're about to get Mendoza, so it doesn't make any sense for them.
Yeah, while you talking, man, I'm finna look and see who got the most cap space, and then we can determine, what gonna be what.
The most cap space. I had seen that the other day.
I want to say it's Tennessee, but Tennessee got Cam Ward, so it don't really matter. And they just spent some of that on Jermaine Jones, so they taking over his contract, and I think it's like $14 million. So they just knocked off $14 million of their salary cap space in 24 hours. So hey, it happens.
Yeah, man.
NFL team with the most salary cap, but yeah, I just don't see nobody paying $30 million. Now, if they do, it's on them. But if Ian Cunningham do that, which I think he won't. I just don't see it. And don't get me wrong, you getting a 35. You getting a $305 million salary cap this year. Likely, it's 3.1. I'm sorry, 301 to 305 million, somewhere in that range. So let's see. So I'm pretty sure Tennessee number one because they done.
Yeah, I was about to say Tennessee.
Yes, Tennessee is number one.
Yep. Then you got the Raiders, the Jets, the Chargers.
Vegas is getting Mendoza, like you said.
I don't see the Jets doing it because
Chargers could be, but I still don't see the Jets. No, they try and get rid of Justin Fields. Washington got Jaden Daniels. Seattle got Sam Darnold. Bengals got Joe Burrow. Steelers might re-sign Aaron Rodgers. And look, now the Steelers could work because Matt LaFleur and Mike McCarthy pretty much run the same system. So that could work. The Rams could work if they wanted to take a shot at him as a backup to Matthew Stafford after Stafford is done. New England got Drake May. Indianapolis won't sign Daniel Jones.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Who gonna make him a starter though? Could it be the Cardinals? Could they get rid of Kyler?
I'm at number 12. I'm still saying no because Jacoby Brissett is there. He played decent last year. 13 Denver, Bo Nix, 14 Brock Purdy and Mac Jones, and we're gonna get into that in a second. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. I don't see nobody. Carolina could be one, but they only have $9 million, so that's not gonna work. But when you talk about cap space, let me see where the 30 cut off at. The team with viable cap space to cut to sign Malik Willis, and it's probably Pittsburgh at number 8 with $44 million. So I don't see it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I think his best bet is to go back to Green Bay. See what happens there. And even Green Bay, they need some cap space too. So that's another thing. Like, what are they even going to pay him? Could he go to the Dolphins some way? Would the Dolphins eat Tua's contract and then sign Malik Willis?
They're going to have to eat Tua's contract because they're trying to move on from him anyway. So they know what kind of cap space they're working with once they get rid of Tua. Once they get rid of Tua, they know exactly which way they're working. Tony Wright said, "It's good morning, Tony. It's morning." All right, so what is the rumor that with the new regime in that they are going to try and trade for Matt Jones or Tyson Bagent? And I talked about both of those guys. I talked to Matt Jones over a month ago, and he's still my number one target. And they saying, they're gonna want a high pick for him. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If y'all not sold on Michael Penix and y'all trying to keep it under wraps, go get a veteran quarterback that could be more than a bridge that you can pay Baker Mayfield type money to be your starter for the next 4 years while you build the rest of the team. Because next year they're going to have over $70 million in debt in cap space, plus what we get on top of that. So I could see them signing their quarterback this year and finish building the team next year. And they already have a pretty decent, nucleus right now. But Tony Wright, I could definitely see that.
I know. Who was that had linked us to Mac Jones? Was it Dan Orlowski?
Dan Orlowski. We can listen to that right quick. Let me put it up right quick, so y'all can hear it for yourself. But him and Peter Schrager talked about it a little bit on Good Morning. Was it this First Take? Was it First Take or what's the one before First Take?
Yeah, Get Up, ain't it?
Get Up. Yeah, Get Up. That's what it is. Well, let's listen to what they have to say right quick.
Okay, so that's one. Let's go to the next one here, Dan. What should the Atlanta Falcons be thinking about their starting quarterback situation this coming year?
Now, call up their old offensive coordinator and see if they can trade for Mac Jones. Call the 49ers, call Kyle Shanahan and say, is Mac Jones available or is he absolutely not? Because if you look at this offense and the talent that they have, now Kevin Stefanski is a head coach, Tommy Rees is a play caller. Mac Jones is perfect for it. It's the perfect place for Mac Jones to go play. And I think Atlanta, if they acquire Mac Jones, gets the Mac Jones that we've seen in San Francisco. This guy that, for a stretch this past season was like, whoa. Do we have quarterback controversy in our hands with the way that he's playing in comparison to what that Brock had done so far?
Great point.
Sure.
Atlanta is,
Great
can
point.
we acquire Mac Jones?
So you are
Great
my
point.
resident Falcon and Falcons expert. What do you think of that idea?
I don't hate it because what needs to be unlocked is these weapons that they have. And it's sad to sit up here and say that we're multiple years within these guys being on a contract and they haven't had a playoff berth. They just needed They just needed one more win last year to be able to host a playoff game versus a team that they beat on Monday Night Football in Los Angeles Rams.
Right.
But you have a guy in Drake London who I think is really, really good and underrated. Bijan Robinson is the best running back in the league, in my opinion. And then you have Kyle Pitts, who you just franchise tag. Your quarterback also, in my opinion, has to play under center. When you have the best back in football, you understand the luxury that is to have as an offensive play caller when you're under center and teams now have to commit an eighth person to the box. Now you're one-on-one on the outside. So I think, being able to have someone that can distribute the football but also be available and run play action very, very well.
It's an unfortunate state of affairs, Peter, because in the last...
That's what I'm talking about, man. You see, but the reason why this makes sense to me the most, he played up under Tommy Rees at Alabama. So he played in a pro-style offense, which Tommy Rees is going to run. He needs a pro-style quarterback. And not saying Michael Penix is not that, but he needs one that, knows how to read coverages, knows how to call audibles, hot routes, read the field well. Matt Jones does that. And if he stays in San Francisco, he's going to battle Brock Purdy for that number one spot. But the problem is they paid Brock Purdy $50 million already. So that just wouldn't make sense. So trading him at the right price, I think I would give them that second round pick. I'm going to be real with you. If they take the third, I'm fine with that. But if they take the second, I'm fine with it. Because you know that what you're getting in Mac Jones is a starting quarterback. And with that third round pick, they can just use that pick and trade back and get more picks and keep trading back until they accumulate picks. Yeah, it worked for the Patriots all the time. So it can be done. But what you think about Mac Jones? I just think it makes sense because I'm looking at Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator who coached him at Alabama. That was the deciding factor for me. And he's in a pro style offense and a West Coast style offense, similar to what Kyle Shanahan runs in San Francisco. That Stefanski ran in Cleveland. He just didn't have the proper personnel. But go ahead.
Well, I may have some bad news for you.
Okay.
Tommy Rees did not coach Mac Jones.
So he was there before or after?
He was there after Jones. He coached Jalen Mayrow.
Milrose, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
It's the same. It's the same system. They all run the same system.
I mean, it's just like it's. I mean, they're pretty. They may know of each other and whatnot, but as of that. But again, I'm just thinking about who my GM is now, thinking about what he would like to do, and I think that trading the draft pick is something that he's just not willing to do right now. I think he is trying to accumulate draft picks and stuff, but I don't think he's willing to trade our second and third.
I get what you're saying with that. I understand that. But when you talk about having a win now team and you can go out and get a starting caliber quarterback for a second round pick, and I know he's going to want a new deal. I know that part. And he deserves a new contract because he's played in Jacksonville. He was mediocre there, but they really didn't have nothing for him to work with. He was filling in for Trevor Lawrence. And you go to San Francisco, get up on the offensive coordinator and know how to use your skill set, which I think Stefanski, Tommy Rees, Alex Van Pelt, and these guys, they can do as well. So you get a starting caliber quarterback who's still about, 26, 27 years old. I'm making that deal twice every day. Every day, twice on Sundays. You got to think about it.
And Smitty, that's why we not GMs right now. Because this man clearly said, I do not believe in mortgaging my future to fit the now.
But how is he mortgaging the future with one pick?
He's mortgaging the future because he already has only 5 to work with, and we got multiple holes and possibly another hole that's about to happen with JPJ.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's got to be strategic. You can't just go away just throwing away picks just because. And then on top of that, it's not just throwing away a pick. You got to think about it.
Think about it too, bro. Only $4 million salary cap.
I understand. What I'm saying is you're throwing away a pick, and he may not even be your initial starter. Regardless, if Michael Penix comes in, you still gonna see Mac Jones go to the bench. If Mac Jones,
with you, if they make a Mac Jones move, ain't gonna be no Michael Penix because that's gonna be their whole reason for going after Mac Jones, to get another starting quarterback. But go ahead.
And if they do that again, that makes the Falcons just look. It's just a waste of time, bro. Then it was like, because at the end of the day, Mike Jones don't necessarily need the same type of tutelage that Michael Penix has. So again, you're bringing in all these coaches and all this coaching staff trying to see where Michael Penix is at. And again, it's just like, okay, it's mixed reactions and it's mixed feelings. You're sending mixed signals when you're like, okay, yeah, we're going to work with Penix, and then all of a sudden you just trade a draft capital for a guy that you're probably going to have to extend. Like I said before, you're going to probably have to extend him, and now you're going to have a quarterback controversy yet again. Then you just get out of that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
this regime wants to do things totally different from the last regime. We've already seen it.
Yeah, but think about it, bro.
That's why we're here tonight.
I understand the quarterback controversy 1,000%, but you made my point for me when you said they won't have to. They brought in coaches and they bring in a pro style quarterback. You gonna say making it seem like that they wasted time doing that when that's not true. No matter who's going to be the quarterback, these coaches are still going to be the deciding factor, because that's something we did not have with the regime. That's why they brought in all these coaches.
But we know that all these different guys were brought in
for
a reason. Like, the quarterback is, they're here to help Michael Penix regardless. They want to see what Michael Penix has, because I'm telling you,
I even said that. Yeah. Go ahead.
So you got to take the risk, because there is still the opportunity. There is still the chance and the hope that you can still build this team on a rookie contract. You bring Mac Jones in, and as much as I would hate, my thing is, I'm not against Mac Jones. This was before Ian Cunningham came in, and Ian Cunningham seems like a real straightforward type of a guy. So I don't
He
think,
is. He definitely
and I
is.
don't think that he's lying to us when he's saying, I like my draft picks. I don't think he's lying to us when he's saying, I won't mortgage my future to fit the now. I'm going to build it the right way. So it's like this guy isn't one of those guys. Well, it looks like right now. I mean, it's still early, but if he's sticking to his words of what he's been saying, if you're just picking out little things, bro, he is not going to be one of those guys that's just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of my third, I'm gonna get rid of my fifth, I'm gonna get rid of like he's not like the daredevil like of Terry Fontenot was.
But I'm not saying jump off the cliff. I'm just saying one draft pick, and I'm looking at this aspect. If you were going to the draft looking for a quarterback, wouldn't you trade for a veteran instead of trading for drafting an unknown commodity? That's just the way I'm looking at it. I mean, because look, I know we got to fill gaps and I know we got to fill holes, but at the same time, you got to look at free agency as well. Free agency, I think, is going to tell us a lot as to how we're going to go in the draft. And once free agency starts, and if you make a trade, it's not for only Mac Jones. There are other, trade candidates out there. But would they take a chance on some of these draft picks and say, hey, we need to go get a proven veteran at this position? Not only quarterback. I'm looking at offensive. I'm looking at the center position. Mm-hmm. 2 centers just became available on the open market. It just is, and like I said, the reason why Mac Jones, another reason why he made sense is the price point. You sign him to an extension. The extension don't start next year when they get more salary cap space. So
I mean, yeah, that's why I said you got to extend them. I mean, it doesn't make no sense to trade and not extend them.
Yeah, but if you reading it like I'm reading in Atlanta, they just still to me not committed, in my opinion. They can say all the good stuff, but the only thing they keep reference to is him getting well and him working out and being up there headquarters, trying to get well. And I know healthy, he got to get healthy first. Mm-hmm. But if you knew that was your quarterback of the future, you would tell us in some kind of way. And they haven't done that.
Well, in all fairness, I mean, he only has 9 games to really just show us anything, So it's like, again, and what did Drew Brees say?
Who fault that is?
I mean, it's not his. We can't say it's his. And what did Drew Brees say about quarterbacks?
50 games. Yep, 50 games. You don't know what your quarterback are until you 50 games. And he haven't even played with Coolin to a whole season yet.
Yeah. I mean, now the injuries, if he continues to get injured now, I mean, that's something that's just out of anybody's hands, really. But all I'm saying is, in the little bit of time that I've seen things that can improve if he can stay healthy and if he can have the right guys, putting him in the right positions. Just like our coaches have been saying, we believe in putting our quarterback in the right positions, making them, putting them in the right position so they can be successful on the field, giving them the right plays, all that stuff like that. So it's just like, okay, let's see, because I do want to see actually if it's Michael Penix or if it was the play calling like how we think it was, most of us. Now, some people are like, nah, it was Penix. But like, it's some of us that's still like, some of it's Penix, but most of it was the coaching. That's why
they did not put him in a position to win.
Right.
Anybody that can't coach a quarterback to play on the center, they don't need to be in the NFL.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I want to see if Penix is going to be under center, because we've seen Michael Penix under center before the injuries and all that stuff like that. Like, we've seen him throw across the middle too. Like, I understand it might have not been at a high clip, but think about it. In the Washington game, when we had to have it, that ball went across the middle because it was a slant to Kyle Pitts going across the middle. It still had to go across the middle. And then there was another play against Carolina. He threw it right across the middle, touchdown to Drake London. Still was a slant play, but it still had to go across the middle of the field. So it's just like, what happened to all that? So again,
I'm gonna stick to what I said. I think it was just collusion, man. That Raheem wanted Kurt, Arthur wanted Michael Penix, and they just came to blows. And since Raheem them couldn't have their way, they wasn't feeling Mike, so they didn't coach him the same as Kirk Cousins, because you can tell the playbook was even different. They were doing 12 and 13 personnel that first game in New Orleans. They hadn't done that at no point. It during the season with Michael Penix. That let me know. They were, they had their mindset in, a different direction. But go ahead.
Well, let's just keep it real, bro. The whole plan blew up in their face anyway because
Facts.
Michael, we still, to be honest with you, think about it. We're just now supposed to be about to see Michael Penix coming up in this season.
Agreed.
That was the plan.
Agreed.
So the plan blew up in their face from the jump. And now we don't had all this different turmoil. We're trying to figure things out. And now we have a starting quarterback, or we have a rookie quarterback. I say rookie contract quarterback that is out here and possibly could be on the chopping block for some things that's not even his fault. I said that just go ahead and take your lumps with your rookie quarterback in the beginning, and you can possibly just still build around the team. You possibly could have strengthened up that offensive line instead of going to go get somebody like a Michael Jarrell. I'm just saying, or having to go have Elijah Wilkinson over there, who's really natural position is a guard and not a tackle, but he can play it. He can play swing. But we had to use him for the entire season. We didn't have no cap space or any extra money to go get somebody that was worth a darn. Why? Because you got two quarterbacks.
Yep, it happens.
And you got,
like I tell you now, from this point on for the next year and a half, 2 years, you're gonna be paying 4 quarterbacks because you're gonna have one starting, one backup, one practice squad, and Kirk Cousins. In what world does that make sense?
Sure, it don't. But one thing about it, after every regime is over, the new regime always have to come in and clean up something that the old regime did.
That's facts. But Tony Wright got a question right quick. He said, do either one of you think it's possible that after the Falcons franchise tag Kyle Pitts that a sign and trade is possible? Maybe trade him to a team like KC who wants him. We could definitely see it. We actually talked about it on the show. It just depends on what the trade package is going to be. If it's worth the Falcons' time, they will make the trade. But if not, he's going to be here and he's going to be a long term because they're going to get a deal done before the season starts. What you think, Chris?
I think that there is. I think we're on right now. As I said it, I feel like it's a 60-40 situation with 60 actually being on Kyle's side because they tagged him. It could be a possibility. Stefanski, Reese, etc., want to get their hands on him and see if they can, as that word is called, unlock him fully and be able to use him. Again, if Kyle Pitts is here week 1, I'm expecting Kyle Pitts to be a focal point of the offense because there's no point in having Kyle Pitts here if he's not going to be a focal point. You have to keep him engaged. You have to keep him involved. It's just so he's going to need to see multiple targets, I feel like, per quarter in order to fully engage him. So if you're not going to be doing that, then maybe you need to be trying to seek a trade to try to see what kind of capital you can get because it makes no sense to have him on there and have him only catching. The touchdowns were there, 5 touchdowns, but you think about it, Kyle Pitts should be having more touchdowns than that,
double digits easily.
Especially in the red zone. So my goodness, bro, is like, again, if Kyle Pitts is going to be here, you need to use him. Now the flip side of that is there is always the chance that they could just trade him. It could be a tag thing. You never know. It could be a trade now. Could be a trade later. Could be a trade during the season at the deadline. At the end of the day, it could be we want to see what you got, see if you can repeat, or we're just setting up things because we didn't draft you anyway.
And let me be real, man, to be honest. When Brock Bowers broke into the league, that put Kyle Pitts out of the conversation as being anywhere near the best tight end in the league. And that let me know when a guy like that can come in and do what Brock Bowers did, why can't Kyle Pitts do it? He faster, he bigger wingspan. It's just work ethic. And you got to have that dog in you, and Brock Bowers has that. Go ahead.
And now just adding to what you were saying, and you can't blame the quarterback out there in Oakland.
Nope.
I mean, last year he had Geno Smith. That was better, but think about it. His rookie season, he had Aiden O'Connell. Yeah, go ahead and look.
Desmond Ritter.
I know you don't know who it is.
And Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, and Desmond Ritter. So it's like, yikes.
See, that's what I'm saying. The good ones, they play with whatever hand they dealt with. Andre Johnson, Hall of Famer. Andre Johnson, Hall of Famer. Larry Fitzgerald, Hall of Famer. Only quarterback he played with worth a damn was Kurt Warner.
That's it. And when he got it, what happened? They went to the doggone bowl. That was crazy.
Right. So we can't use the quarterback. Yeah, that's why I don't use bad quarterback play as an excuse. At the end of the day, it's coaching. If you can't scheme for your best player, guess what? You're gonna lose him, or you wasted his time.
Mm-hmm. So it can go different ways. But man, the last guy though, man, Before we get into that, T-Dub say, so whatever quarterback we bring in, say he has the hot hand, are we going to sit him and put Penix back in? We talked about that. No. Mm-hmm. If he has the hot hand and the Falcons winning, Penix done. Let's keep it real. That's why I say if they even think about Mac Jones, I'm just telling y'all, Penix done. Because Mac Jones not giving that starting spot back. Keep it real with you. And my thing is, you know how I feel. If let's say we start the season and we put him on the Pope list, just to make sure everything is all good. He comes back week 6. Y'all really think that regardless of who the quarterback is, well, now I ain't gonna say regardless but you know what I mean? Like what I'm saying is the quarterback play, if we're 3-3, for example, or it's a 2-4.
Right.
Michael Penix gonna be starting. I'll even go as far as saying if we're 4-2, Michael Penix is still gonna be starting. Why?
I don't know.
I'm about to tell you why.
Okay.
Because you still have to see what this man has, and you need to see early. You don't need to see late. It don't make no sense.
Think about this too, though, Chris. He coming back from an injury. He's got to get back stable mentally. Can they sustain winning if he has to get back and come in rusty mentally? Because you remember, we don't know how he's going to react till he get that first hit.
See him play his best, so you can see him try to play his best game and really see if it can work. Because if it's not working, then you still possibly have some time to yank him and be like, yeah, it ain't working out for you, my boy. You go ahead and sit over there. And you still at least have a quarterback early still in the season, because regardless, you got to see what's going on with him.
But then if you do that
think about trading Penix.
But see, then that makes your coaching staff look incompetent. If they do that, you can't keep switching quarterbacks. That makes them look incompetent. There's already enough media coverage as it is. If you start doing that, then you giving the media a damn firestorm to talk about.
Well, but you still going to have to see what you got, regardless, brother. We in this situation either way it goes.
I agree.
It ain't no way. I'm about to say, no way we can climb out the water. Ain't no ladder.
That boy, that alligator go sneak right up on your head to bite you in the ass.
I'm just saying, bro. We got my thing. That's what I'm saying. Regardless of where the current takes us, we in this water already. It ain't no looking over the cliff or nothing. We in the water already. We already it's getting thrown around.
I get where you're going. I get where you're going. It's just something about keep switching quarterbacks, and we see it in today's NFL. When you go back and forth with quarterback, that just make it look a coach looking competent, makes them look like they don't know what they're doing. That's just my opinion. But right quick, Blackberry said drafting Penix was smart. They just didn't know how to manage the situation thereafter. It's the biggest reason why Raheem and Terra are out. Also, maybe an indicator that MPJ is Blank's idea, and I said that.
Yes,
I said that. Yeah, I said
absolutely, that. Blackberry.
Yeah, go ahead though.
No, I was just saying, yeah, absolutely Blackberry. But yeah, man, that's one just again, family. It's just wild. But yeah, this guy right here that we've been looking at, where they're saying breaking news: the Colts are giving quarterback Anthony Richardson permission to seek a trade. That right there is hilarious, by the way, Smitty. Like they giving him permission to seek a trade, but I'm just saying, okay, trade to where? And I've been
But they're
seeing
gonna give him away. They're gonna give him away.
But why? But why are some Falcon fans saying trade him to the Falcons? Why would I want to give up draft capital for Anthony Richardson?
And I'm preserve my thoughts until my short. I'm putting out a short when we get through it this year, I'm gonna work on the short and I will put it out then and I will reserve my thoughts until then. But I will say this. If the Falcons make this decision to even think about going after him, they setting themselves up for failure. Because he showed you nothing in college that he was an NFL caliber quarterback. They were just trying to shoot for the moon, hoping they got a GM, sort of like a Steve McNair type situation, but they played themselves. That's why they had to go out and get Daniel Jones last year.
Bro, that would be so bad. Just I feel like that's a Trey Lance situation. Remember when they said Falcons should draft Trey Lance? Oh goodness. It would be a Trey Lance situation. In NBA terms, this is Anthony Bennett. For those who know who Anthony Bennett is around first.
I will say this about Trey Lance. With the coach that we had, Arthur Smith, it may have worked because he was a run-heavy coach. That is the reason why Trey Lance would have worked in Atlanta. But he ended up in San Francisco with a pass-heavy offense that's predicated on play action. But he's more of an RPO type guy, which Arthur Smith ran. But at the same time, Anthony Richardson is just on another level of he should have been drafted somewhere in the 5th or 6th round, not the first.
All I got to say is thank God it wasn't us to try to figure it out. How about that? Because we've been trying to figure stuff out. We got our own issues already we're trying to figure out. I don't think we need to add that turmoil into it. Yes, I get it. We need a backup quarterback. And honestly, if you're trading for any quarterback, I feel like that you have to trade for, it's just a signal to not only the fact that Penix, that you're having questions about Penix, like legit questions, and I feel like it's more than just health. If you trade for a quarterback, I feel like it's more than just health.
You waving the white flag. Let's keep it.
You don't think that he can do the job at all, even with what you see on tape, even what you said about him, and the cannon arm and etc. So that's why I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, well, Ian, what you're saying in these press conferences, and if you turn around and do this, it's just like, well, okay, what? It just so because you're gonna be waving the white flag and you're gonna be extending somebody.
Yep. Exactly. But yeah, no, that's a no on me for me, and I'm gonna drop a short as soon as I get off of here. I'm gonna work on it, and I get my thoughts, and it's only gonna be 30-some seconds, 40 seconds at most. I'm not even gonna wait. But yeah, I mean, one of my subscribers asked me a little bit earlier today, and I finally got around to it. And I'm gonna just make it short, simple, and sweet. Keep it real with you. But Malik Willis is a no for me because of $30 million. Matt Jones, I would say yes, depending on the situation with the salary cap, depending on what they're planning with Penix. I would say yes. Anthony Richardson would be a hell no for me, and I'll give y'all my thoughts very soon.
And for me, there was an old movie that had 007 in it. And I'm
man,
Dr. No.
Dr. Who?
Dr. No. N-O.
I've seen that movie 1,000 times.
I'm talking about it. Just again, I'm just going
no doubt,
off
Blackberry.
Of what my GM may do and may not try to do. I feel like he'll get rid of somebody that's here before getting rid of a draft pick right now to go accumulate somebody.
Facts.
All we know, it could be some players getting shopped right now, just trying to see who may give the best deal, or if it'll be smarter just to keep it.
Facts. For all we know. Facts.
For all we know. You seen what just happened today? What Jermaine Johnson going to the Titans
Tennessee.
Now? For
T'Vondre Sweat. Yep.
Those type of deals, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know technically it's tampering, but those type of deals go on during the combine too. So you don't know what else is happening right now. You don't know who are rubbing elbows and who are getting to know who, because like Smitty had said months ago, I will say 2 months ago now, nobody's safe. And the thing about it is, this regime drafted not a single soul on this team.
Facts. And Tony Wright, his in 3 seasons, his completion percentage is still at 50. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed.
I'm all right, Falcon fans. I'm all right. Where Eastern Stick at?
Yeah, you know, you pull up with Eastern Stick, you know what time it is.
Shoot, you ain't getting richer with Richardson either.
Shit, no, he gonna put you in the poorhouse.
But guys, yeah, man, we just wanted to just shoot the breeze a little bit, talk about this. Is actually went longer than we even expected. Man, we thought it was gonna be probably a 15-20 minute conversation, but of course, you guys helped make the show as well, and so we always appreciate y'all. And man, appreciate y'all night owls, man. It wasn't a whole lot of y'all, but it was enough of y'all, you know. So it's almost 1:30 in the morning, man. Folks still got to get up.
Yeah, Chiefs fan here. He said, can't wait to get Tyler Algier if we don't get Breece Hall. Breece going to get a franchise tag. Won the Algier in the draft. Salute Falcon fan. Shout out to Chiefs fan 211. He's been on the show a couple of times. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, look, Algier in Kansas City would be dope.
I can see him in Kansas City. I can see him in Denver, man. I can see him in Jacksonville. I can see, man, Tyler Algier can go where really just about anywhere that he wants that doesn't have already like a top back, and go ahead and just do his thing, man, for real.
Yep.
I can see him the Ravens moving on from Derrick Henry in about a year, so.
Oh yeah, he'll be. I think when he leave that, he's gonna retire. When he leave Baltimore, he done.
Possibly, yeah, for real. Could be the retirement of King Henry. But
yeah.
A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube. Please come over, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Thank you to everyone who is already subscribed. And if you're not, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button to be a part of the A1 family. Same goes for the Hawks Digest. Catch me over there as well. Me, Walter, and Mike, we do our thing over there. Hawks right now 4-1 since the trade deadline. Yeah, they had that stinker against Miami, but outside of that, they took care of business. Against teams that they supposed to take care of business, went ahead and swept the Washington Wizards. You know, had to trade.
You got about 25 games left?
No, it's less than that. It's about 22-21, getting about 22 or 21, something like that. Games left. But I mean, Jonathan Kuminga, so far in 2 games, about 44 points. So, 27 in the first game, had 17 tonight. So, we're going to see where that goes. Hopefully continues to go up. But at the same time, Kuminga is yet to play with Jalen Johnson because, of course, he only got like 5 minutes with Jalen Johnson, and Johnson had
before
that hip.
He went out.
Yeah, so, but we're going to see with Kuminga and Johnson, and still got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He didn't even play tonight and everything either. So you want to see all those guys together and just want to see how good the Hawks can really be. But outside of that, Twitter, A1 Forever, Instagram, A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok. It's 1:30 in the morning, so I hope you found your peace yesterday, and hopefully you can find it today. Because positive energy always creates elevation, and that's how you find your peace.
Hey, man, time 1,000. Tony, right, I got to answer the question before we get out of here, man. With Justin Fields being an option as a backup when he's released from the Jets. When he's released from the Jets, he will be switching to become an NFL running back. He said that already. So let's see what he does at the running back position, and let's see who will give him a chance as a running back. And I actually like the move, but I actually thought that he would probably be better as a wide receiver. but he's gonna take the role as a running back. Let's see how it turns out. But yeah, find me at fatboyslim_21 on Twitter. Also find me at Smitty Sports Machine. Right here, giving you latest updates and my thoughts on some of the hottest topics out there. I'm about to work on some couple videos. That's going to be one is going to be released in a little while, and the other are set for a premiere tomorrow. As Bleacher Report gives us a running back, a cornerback, in their latest attempt to give us a perfect fit. And I know that Jack Spade carry your ass to sleep too, because we going to sleep as soon as we get done with these videos. And yeah, my old ass need to be sleeping anyway. Tony Wright said Derrick Henry is about to really climb the charts on the all-time rushing list, past Jim Brown, Tony Dorsett, Marcus Allen, Thurman Thomas this past season. Yeah, one more season should do, and I think if he gets close to 15,000, that's gonna be it. He has nothing else to prove. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He done made all the runs. He got the touchdowns to prove it. 2,000-yard seasons. Come on now. What else he need to do? But yeah, man. Yeah, he don't need to prove nothing else. But anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Shoot, just again. Well, I know. Yeah, when we working on a video myself, talking about the same thing about old Bleacher, man. Giving my thoughts on it and how it could possibly work or possibly not work. We'll have to see. But yeah, man. Make sure y'all catch up on the NFL Combine. I know I got to catch up on it myself because I seen some defensive tackles, some defensive linemen going. I got to catch the linebackers because I really want to see that. I heard a buddy of mine told me that the linebackers was a good group, so I can't wait to look at that.
Yeah, we need one of those. Jack Spade, please go check out. You can return the first part of this video, but go look at a couple of our previous videos. We talked about the quarterback position, about a bridge quarterback, and I mean you'll get an idea where we headed. But it's gonna come up again soon, especially once the new league year starts. So we got a long way to go. But yeah, man, another great pop-up show. I know it's late as hell. It's 1:30 in the morning. So like Chris said, find y'all peace, find y'all pillow, and start slobbing. And we're gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
Peace.